The port of Mombasa received another cruise ship a few weeks after the departure of the world's largest floating book fair, MV Logos Hope. The cruise liner SH Diana, which has 57 passengers and 109 crew members on board, arrived on Saturday morning from Lamu port, where it had docked for more than 8 hours. The arrival of the cruise ship is expected to boost the tourism sector in the country as the peak season approaches.
At exactly 7 a.m. Saturday morning, SH Diana, ferrying 57 passengers and 109 crew members, docked at the port of Mombasa. The cruise liner arrived in the country from Pemba Island on Friday and docked at the Lamu port. Kenya Ports Authority Head of Corporate Communications Bernard Osoro says the SH Diana is the first cruise ship to dock at the port of Lamu since it began operations.
Yesterday she was in Lamu and some passengers toured the island, which you know is a highly prestigious place under the UNESCO regulations. And they had a day despite the rains. And overnight they boarded and have traveled all the way to Mombasa. They're here today for a day again. About 5 passengers have already disembarked, and some are in town and some have gone to tour places like Samburu, Ambosel before they come back. And then in the evening they'll disembark to Seychelles.
In anticipation of the arrival of more cruise vessels at the two ports in the coming months, Kenya Ports Authority is collaborating with key tourism stakeholders and members of the Cruise Africa Association to enhance facilities.
We are working very closely with key stakeholders like Kenya Tourism Board, the PAMESA as an organization, and other members of the Cruise Africa Association to see how we can best make this facility and the port of Mombasa the home port for some of the cruise vessels. Just like we have some of the vessels using the ports of South Africa as home ports. If we have this as a home port, it will be very easy for having regular sales, because we should be able to facilitate all the needs of the vessels from this end.
The tourists expressed their voyage as not only enjoyable but also enlightening in terms of cultural experiences.
We've been very welcome, very warm welcome, and people are there very friendly. It was raining, so a little bit difficult to move, but we are not made of sugar, so we're allowed to walk around with no problem. It was very nice, very, very interesting.
From Mombasa, the SH Diana will head to Mahi Island in Seychelles.